Strategy is important, whether you are solving a business problem or trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. Notice that the center squares on each side are fixed. The center square dictates which color belongs to which side for any block. To start solving the first layer, we need to bring the white side on top and create a white cross. The thing to remember is that the colors on each side of the cross must match the other middle pieces. So white on top and red on the side aligns with the white side being on top and red side being below. Repeat and rotate the cube to make sure that all the remaining sides such as blue, green, and orange also connect with the correct centers. There is no algorithm for this. But the advantage of finding these sides and rotating them is that you start learning about how each rotation affects the final outcomes. Note that white and yellow sides are always opposite to each other. Similarly, red and orange are opposite to each other, as are the blue and green sides. Now, it is time to match the white corners. The algorithm for getting white corners in the correct places is relatively simple. The right side, R, and the bottom layer, D, are the only ones you need to rotate. Turn the cube and set front face as needed for different color sides, such as red, blue, orange, or green. This helps to identify which side is being referred to as the right side for each turn. Since white remains on top, the bottom layer D should remain consistent throughout this process. When first starting out, this layer takes the most time to build. Repeat the algorithm as many times as required and keep a watch on which piece is showing up on the top corner with each rotation. Ensure that you don't accidentally break the white cross on top. If that happens, just start over. With practice, you will get much faster. Finishing one layer often gives a sense of satisfaction to the cuber, so enjoy this moment. Now, we can proceed to the middle layer. First, rotate the cube such that the solved white layer becomes the bottom layer. You will see that the bottom layer is completed for all the sides. On the top edge, pieces are a mix of two colors. The side edges between, say, green and orange must have a piece that is green on one side and orange on the other. Find that color combination piece on the top layer's edge. Now identify whether that piece needs to be moved to the left or to the right for either the green or the orange faces. Once you set the correct front face, use the appropriate algorithm to move each piece to its right place. Repeat this step until the entire middle layer is completed. You will need to do this on all four sides. Yellow remains on top and is not the focus right now. White is on the bottom and already solved. If you mess up, don't panic. Just start the cube again by fixing the white layer first. Again, as you get more comfortable with solving, you will get better at avoiding errors. Now that we have the bottom two layers completed, we can move on to the third and final top yellow layer. The first goal is to create a yellow cross. Repeat the algorithm until you see the yellow cross get created. Patience is key here. The next step is to get all the yellow pieces facing to the top, regardless of which colors show up in the corner. Rotate the sides and repeat the algorithm as required to accomplish this. Remember, the steps you have taken most recently show up on the top of the solve area and you can reverse engineer them. Sometimes it takes more than one or two rotations to get all yellow pieces showing on top. Now, we need to adjust and rotate the corner pieces to their correct locations. The middle pieces might not yet coordinate with the center pieces of the sides, and that is okay. Repeat the algorithm until all the corners are in the right places. This is the longest algorithm to remember or follow, so follow it slowly and carefully. Getting this right will take patience, and you might end up having to restart from the beginning if you mess up the movements. You can also walk back the most recent steps, if you can identify the error. Very often, you are likely to see one side will align fully. Put that side towards the back and look at the remaining pieces. Choose the correct algorithm based on clockwise or counterclockwise moves required. Repeat as needed and we're done. Visit the link to play with a Rubik's Cube virtually on your own.